This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Make your kitchen ready for every summer gathering this Memorial Day with LG and Lowe's. Our exclusive InstaView appliance suite includes ranges with air fry, refrigerators with slow melting craft ice, and an exclusive dishwasher you can only find at Lowe's. Plus, you'll get up to 10% back via a MasterCard prepaid card when you bundle eligible LG products via rebate. Shop Memorial Day savings at Lowe's. Offer valid 3/3 through 5/18 on select LG items only. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details and timing.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your driver's license is important so you can get back and forth to work, get your kids to school, and back and forth to daycare. If your license has been suspended because you can't pay your tickets, you can't do any of those things. Let's talk about Chapter 13 bankruptcy. You may have heard the tickets cannot be discharged, but they can be dealt with in a Chapter 13 case. Why not come in for a free consultation? The chapter you choose will make all the difference to your getting back legally on the road. Let's design a plan to pay off your tickets and restore your license immediately. I'm attorney Travis Gagne. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Will Smith has revealed in a new interview with GQ which of his films he thinks are his best and worst.
Ooh. Should we try and guess before he says it?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's a great idea. By the way, Steve, don't do it.
Why?
Don't say Wild Wild West.
Was his best? Duh.
Yeah, don't do it.
No, I think Hancock might be my favorite.
Really?
Wow. That's up
Whoa.
there.
Now, are we going by what he thinks is the best, or are we just saying what we think is his best?
I feel like we should go with our feelings of what his best movies are to see just how off we are when he gives his answers. And I don't think I know Will Smith enough really to even know what he might think his best movies are. How about you, Rev? What do you got? What's your favorite Will Smith movie?
We already buried the lead there with Wild Wild West, man. It's the best steampunk movie out there, starring Will Smith and that one other guy,
Kenneth Branagh. Yeah.
Oh man!
Are you really gonna do that? Yeah.
Go with Suicide Squad to piss more people off.
No, I would definitely have to say at this point in time it would be Men in Black. Like, it's one of my favorites.
Good call.
And it's such a good
call.
movie.
What about Bad Boys? Bad Boys is also another good.
Oh, you're right. Too,
Bad Boys is good too.
Independence Day? Really? Has he done a bad movie?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the thing. I mean, you guys are probably going to miss some of his, he did the Concussion movie, whatever movie that was. Got great acclaim for that. He also did Pursuit of Happiness, and he got...
Wasn't that movie just called Concussion?
Yeah. Okay, perfect. All right, then. I remember the title. Vicky, how about you? What's your favorite Will Smith movie?
I almost said Mulan, but that's Eddie Murphy.
Wow. At least pick a movie the guy did.
Gemini Man. That's another good one.
What?
Yeah, nope, over my head. I actually really did like Men in Black was probably one of my favorites as a little kid, even though I was kind of afraid of monsters and stuff. It was such a good movie for everybody.
It was one of the first movies he did, right? If I'm not mistaken, where he was starting to rise as a movie star. Like, he'd been a great TV star. Men in Black's the first one I remember where it was like a big hit for him. Unless Bad Boys was Bad Boys before?
Bad Boys was before, and then he did Independence Day, and then Men in Black.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought Independence Day was after Men in Black. Wow. Okay. Man. Well, yeah, then you know what? He was killing it. Because it was a good movie. How about you, Danny? You got a favorite Will Smith?
I mean, honestly, it's Men in Black, but since it's already been said a couple of times, my favorite one from him was Hitch.
Hitch.
Oh, I forgot about Hitch.
The hookup one with Kevin James?
Yeah, he was so good in that movie.
And that was forever ago.
Yeah. 2005.
Man,
was it called 6 Degrees of Separation? I think it was like the first movie I remember him being in. And I remember it being a weird movie. Like,
I don't remember that one
at all. If I remember correctly.
Oh.
I could be wrong, but yeah.
Yeah. I was going to say The Matrix, but actually his wife was in The Matrix. And
his wife was in The Matrix. And
he wasn't because of Wild Wild West. Wasn't he supposed to be in The Matrix?
Yeah, he turned it down to be in Wild Wild West because he didn't understand the whole plot or what the Wachowskis are trying to do.
So
I liked her in Matrix, though. I thought she did a good job. So does that count? No?
So what do you think? Worse? He's probably either going Wild Wild West or Suicide Squad, maybe?
Oh, well, Suicide Squad for the first half of the movie, which was a lot of Will Smith, wasn't bad.
So you could say the movie was good until I stopped being in it.
And Jared Leto, his character, his guy was. I thought his Joker was pretty good in the first half of that. Wasn't horrible, but then the second half just went off the rails.
Somebody said, "iRobot, hot garbage. That's the worst."
Really?
Boy. If you're an Isaac Asimov fan, yes, you're definitely going to hate that movie. I didn't hate the movie. I didn't love the movie. It was okay.
It was just a movie.
Yeah.
It was there. It was watchable.
Yeah. But again, if you are an Asimov fan, you're going to hate that movie bad. All right. Well, we've got all the answers. And let's see what Will Smith says his best movie is and his worst movie is.
For the best, I think it's a tie between the first Men in Black and Pursuit of Happiness. For different reasons, those are the two almost perfect movies. Worst, I don't know. Wild Wild West just is a thorn in my side. I see myself with chaps. I don't like it.
Chaps were the reason why.
I like that.
It wasn't the weird, gigantic metallic collar that he had to wear at one point in time.
Oh, that was cool.
The only cool thing about that movie was Salma Hayek's butt.
Okay, I'm not going to argue with that.
I thought you were going to say the big, giant, robotic tarantula dude.
I guess that was cool, too, but I mean...
Oh, and he turned down The Matrix for that movie. Unbelievable,
But I think he's doing okay. He's paying his bills just fine.
Are you sure?
I would like to know... I wonder how The Matrix would have been with him in the lead, though. Would it be? I would be interested in seeing... That
I think it would have been
some
great.
way, shape, or form. Yeah, I don't, because there's something about Keanu Reeves' complete cluelessness that makes that movie.
I feel like Will Smith would have made it a little bit more comedic, not so much on purpose. It just would have happened, especially during that point in time in his life. Like everything he did, even Men in Black, he had a sort of comedic timing, thing to his serious character.
Those roles asked for it, though.
Yeah, but I feel like that's just part of him. I don't know. Maybe that's just...
Well, I've seen him play straight. I mean, I've seen him be fine. And not be the comedy guy. I feel like he would be
Pursuit of Happiness, the movie that he referenced.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that was later in his career, though, too. So
yeah, I don't. It's tough. It's tough to know. There's just like I said, the level of which Keanu was made for. The level of just dopiness to that character, which was needed because that character was clueless, trying to wake up from a dream. It just seemed like that was a role that Keanu was born for. Which I hope doesn't sound like an insult, but it might. Well, there you have it. So Will Smith says that he thinks Men in Black and Pursuit of Happiness are his best movies. And Wild Wild West. We're all in agreement, except Steve, that's his worst movie.
Yeah, I don't think that's his worst movie. I would put Pursuit of Happiness as worse because I never watched it.
I'm like, how many of those have you seen?
So if I haven't seen a movie, that's your worst movie.
Well, I want to see it for a reason because I think it's going to suck.
Okay, well, you know what, sir?
Super Bummer Town. I didn't want to go to Super Bummer Town.
Yeah, that was my thing with a lot of those sort of ones. If it's like a dramatic role, I've got to be in a mood for it a lot of the times.
So does that mean Schindler's List is a bad movie because Steve doesn't want to watch it? Oh, okay. All right, I'm starting to follow along now. Stevie Tomatoes is making more sense.
Stevie Tomatoes. It's got the 0%, and then underneath that, it's the NA, not applicable.
Yeah. Haven't seen it, so it sucks.
Yep.
If I want to see it, it must suck.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Frankly though, there's probably a lot of people that go, Steve, I like how you do, and that's you keep me from the movies I don't want to see.
Right.
Got a new study to combine polls with Google Trends data to come up with a list of the most popular Halloween decorations in the fine U.S. of A.
12-foot tall skeleton.
Yes.
Yeah,
or tarantula.
Wow, how about you?
I've seen the video for that. That's terrifying.
Sorry, Steve, you are wrong. Rev is right.
Skeletons
wow.
Fair. Yeah, number one. Skeletons are the number one decoration. Anybody want to try to shoot for number two? Yeah, by the way, it's not spiders.
I'm dressed like one today, a pumpkin.
Yeah.
Number two, ladies and gentlemen, Danny's winner.
Very orange.
Yeah,
he's so orange.
I went to the Great Pumpkin Beer Fest on Friday, and I bought all the stuff.
Would you buy everything?
Yes, and I drank all the pumpkin beer, so I just kind of turned orange.
Wow.
We had profits because Danny showed up.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw him this morning, and I thought, I don't think I've seen, because he has a lot of black and orange he wears, but I haven't seen him like in full, just orange with a little bit of black. I was going to ask you if that's new.
Yeah, I was so happy they had an orange hoodie, and I was like, oh, that's mine. And then I went back and bought the beanie, and then I have my orange shoes on.
You look kind of like candy corn right now.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, just like it. I don't want to eat you. Which is good.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
Yeah, because that'd be awkward this morning.
Steve, you will be happy to know that spiders did come in at number 3, though. So,
what about ghosts?
Ghosts?
Oh, that's a good call.
Yeah, ghost number 6 on the list, sir.
Number 6? What's
a ghost? Well, if you think about it, though, we got one that a superhero uses fear based on that came in ahead of ghosts.
Minnie Mouse that's dressed like a
Minnie
Dracula.
Mouse is indeed
or vampire.
Minnie Mouse dressed like Dracula the vampire is a superhero. Yeah, you're right. That's the one. Now, that's the clue was a superhero uses this image to, be fearful, and it's also number 5.
You already said
kryptonite.
I was going to say spiders, but because of Black Widow.
Well, you're close. Black Widow, also Spider-Man. But who uses fear? Like, who's the one that decided
Batman?
to, strike? There he goes, Batman.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought I was going to say Scarecrow.
Scarecrow's not a superhero, Vicky.
I'm sure in one universe he is.
All right. You know what? I'm going to just talk to the people that want to make sense today on the show.
What about Mickey Mouse as a vampire?
What is it with Mickey? God dang it!
Yeah, what is? He's bringing up a lot of vampire Mickey Mouse and stuff.
Well, because I'm eyeing those inflatables over at Lowe's. And
nice.
Mickey as a vampire and Minnie as a vampire as well.
Oh, okay. Now I see where you're getting this all, because I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, so Mickey and Minnie have decided to be vampired up.
Oh, yeah, and then Christmas season, they're all hot and claused up.
Yeah.
Okay, I get that. Makes sense, but I didn't know they were going all vampire. All right.
How about Tombstones?
Tombstones.
Good call.
Tombstones.
You are absolutely right.
Good
right
answer.
behind
Good
Ghosts
answer.
on the list. Yeah, number 7 on the list.
Those are my favorite houses to drive by, the ones that just make their own little graveyard in their front yard. I'm like, that's so cool.
Like my neighbor.
Yeah.
Number 4 on the list, witches. We've forgotten about witches. Apparently, forgot about Eastwick.
Oh, yeah. What about black cats?
Black Hats, yeah, they are. They're at the bottom of the list, but yeah, they're there.
They go well with witches as well.
I don't think you're going to be able to get one of these on here because it's a form of number 1. It's a skeleton, but it's a different kind of skeleton. And you probably know if I told you, because you see them out there and they become more and more popular. Because human skeletons are one thing, that's number 1. Animal skeletons we've been seeing more of.
Yeah. Like you see, like the cat skeletons I've seen.
Yeah.
We have a big spider one that stays up all year long.
A spider skeleton?
Yeah, a spider skeleton.
Just
it hangs down.
Like in your apartment?
Wow.
No, off my balcony.
Oh,
Is it like a mistletoe? You guys have to make out whenever you stand under it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Kiss under a spider skeleton, sure, why not?
Those are kind of creepy.
Those are terrifying.
Oh,
yeah.
we got the Kraken skeleton last year. There was an octopus Kraken one, and that sits on my bar where it holds my Kraken rum.
Really?
Good call.
Yeah, it's funny because I don't think like if you peeled the layers of skin off of an octopus,
Probably
there would
not
not be
gonna be
bones like that.
No, there wouldn't be at all.
Yeah. That's kind of funny that they have.
They had it at QFC last year, and I was like, and actually Joe bought it for us as our housewarming gift, and I was like, thanks, Joe.
Probably spiders as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We're not putting a whole lot of scientific discovery into all this.
Fair.
Yeah.
Oh, my immersion is ruined.
Oh, look at that. Look at the Kraken skeleton. It's just in time for spooky Kraken Halloween.
Yep.
Hockey time. Put a stick in it. Put a stick in its tentacle, and you'll be ready to rock.
That's a little kinky.
Yeah.
And cornstalks ends the list out. Cornstalks are very Halloween decoration, I guess. I mean, I do have...
Like Children of the Corn kind of a thing, I guess.
Corn mazes and all that stuff. It's
Yeah.
all...
how about we have the number 1 decoration that is not on this list?
So here in Washington.
The state of Washington, the number 1 decoration, nothing on this list. Not a pumpkin, not a skeleton, not a spider, witch, bat, ghost, tombstone, animal, skeletons, black cats, cornstalks. That's not our number 1.
A machete.
Oh,
no, I don't think you'll ever get this.
Oh,
and I don't associate this with Halloween, really, but I get that it can be spooky and looks kind of weird, I guess, but...
Pumpkin spice latte.
Oh,
that's the one, Rev. Congratulations.
Yeah, but spooky.
Rev, I'm going to give you a clue. Rev, you're friends with what this is.
Cats?
Raccoons.
No, crows.
Brogan.
Yeah.
Brogan's not a crow.
Yeah, I mean, I guess crows are spooky, but they're out all year long.
I got them already. I got real ones. Why do I need a fake one?
Right?
I wonder if the real ones go, Is that a former crow they stuffed and they killed and stuffed, or is that just fake?
Ooh, yeah, I don't want to piss off my crows.
Yeah, they know. We had a crow die in front of our house, and one of the scariest, weirdest, creepiest things is watching a crow funeral, because we had about 50 crows hanging right outside our house.
They have funerals?
Oh, yeah, and they were all cawing. Like, it was the loudest, creepiest thing I've ever seen.
Did they take the dead crow with them?
No, they did not. They left it there, and I think the neighbor actually ended up throwing it away. We were going to let them mourn for like 3 days before we got rid of it.
I wouldn't touch it. If they're that sad about it, you don't want to be the one touching that thing.
That is so weird. I don't know animals to do that.
Yeah, they absolutely spent like a whole morning, like an entire morning mourning. It was really strange.
Bring beverages so they could pour one out for the crony?
Yeah, did they have like a sit shiva? Do they have like a little food?
They didn't. No, there was no food. There was no extra entertainment afterwards.
Oh man, no pasta. It was open casket, so there's little Irish.
It definitely was.
Yeah. Okay. Very nice. Hey, imagine this. Imagine going for a walk in a park only to find a giant diamond. This happened to one couple, and you'll hear from them at 8:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Kickstart summer at Lowe's with Memorial Day savings on major appliances like the smart Whirlpool top load washer featuring the 2-in-1 removable agitator in a color you'll only find at Lowe's. Take it out for bulky items, leave it in for a more thorough clean. You can customize any load, plus skip steps with the Load and Go dispenser. Simply add detergent once and skip the refills. Memorial Day savings start now at Lowe's. Shop in-store or online today.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
Everything is better electrified. Like the guitar, toothbrushes, or cars. And Hyundai has the widest range of electrified vehicles on the market, including the first ever Tucson and Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. You can use electric when you want it or gas when you need it. It's your journey. Evolve it beyond the pump in the 2022 Tucson or Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. Visit your nearest Hyundai dealer or learn more at HyundaiUSA.com. Call 562-314-4603 for complete details.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. A California couple vacationing in Arkansas discovered a massive diamond at a state park. And they were walking around a park called Crater of Diamonds, so I guess, it's the only diamond mine in the U.S. open to the public.
I didn't even know that was a thing. That you go somewhere and pick diamonds? What the hell are we doing picking pumpkins today, babe?
Yeah. By the way, don't call me babe.
Oh, my bad.
Here's Noreen and Michael talking about the 4.38 carat yellow diamond they found.
Moved a little bit of the dirt out of the way, and it was a good-sized rock, and there was no dirt that was sticking to it once I picked it up, so I thought it could be a diamond.
You have a 4.38 carat yellow diamond. I found it hard to believe. With two people who just wanted to experience digging for diamonds in a real diamond field. It must have been our day.
I'm so confused by all this. Do you get to keep that diamond? And how much is that diamond worth?
Yeah, none of that's in the story that I have. And first of all, I would have not thought that was a diamond because of the yellow color. I didn't even know there was such a thing.
Yeah, and looking at another article online, it says Craters of Diamonds is the only diamond mine accessible to the public, and visitors can keep the diamonds, which are mostly commonly white, brown, or yellow.
Does it say what something like that would be worth? I mean, it sounds.
That's what I was trying to look for. Yeah, it seems like it would be worth something.
Why wouldn't they tell you in that story? I mean, come on, America.
I've read multiple stories. It doesn't give you a price for that. I think you have to have it you have to go somewhere to have it chipped down or something like that. I don't know. I don't understand diamonds.
Yeah, but I feel like it's still got to be worth something.
I mean, they sell yellow diamonds at like jewelry stores, and they're just as expensive. I mean, they're a little bit cheaper than like clear diamonds because most people want like the clear sparkle,
right?
But
like a yellow sparkle.
Yeah, I'm sure it's still just as expensive for a yellow diamond.
I couldn't tell how big it was from the video I saw.
It's about the size of a jelly bean, they say.
Oh, okay. That's not that big, but it's still pretty amazing.
If it's a diamond, that's huge.
Yeah.
If you had a ring with a jelly bean on it, you'd be like, damn, that's a sick diamond.
Yeah. I think of a Pink Panther diamond, like the kind you see in the movies, like a giant diamond, like those big, like, oh, it's the agave blue diamond or whatever. I don't know.
It's only $10 to go pick diamonds at this place.
Well,
that seems crazy.
And then
I feel like they made money.
You can get a basic diamond hunting kit or an advanced diamond hunting kit for $15.
Has anybody Googled what a 4.38 carat yellow diamond is worth? Yeah?
I'm still having hard.
Wow, it's not even telling you? Why don't you ask Alexa? Maybe she can tell us.
Yeah, that's a good point. Alexa has answers to everything.
Yeah, she knows everything. Is she ready to go, Danny?
Oh, yeah.
All right, just ask Alexa, what is a 4.38 carat yellow diamond worth?
Alexa, what is a 4.38 carat diamond worth?
Okay, then.
I don't know that.
Tapped out.
Come on, Alexa.
Looking on CNN, they say it's not clear what the diamond is worth. The park does not do appraisals, but a 3.03 carat diamond found in the park in 1990 was later cut into a 1.09 carat with round shape and set in a gold ring, and the park bought that ring for $34,000 in donations.
Whoa.
and is on display at the visitor center.
Okay, so they
got to cut it down.
They'll have to cut it down and turn it into something, yeah.
2.02 carat yellow diamond is worth $7,000 on like just a normal jewelry.
And so you just go to a freaking park and pick these things?
Yeah.
Nuts.
Yeah.
What are we doing, guys? Let's go.
I was going to say, I found a 5.05 carat fancy yellow diamond that's been kind of shaped up and everything for $75,000.
Whoa!
So how hard is it to find? Because I read that the reason why they were able to find this diamond they felt is because recently there was like a big rainstorm and that kind of brought the ground level down a little bit more so they can things came up. I don't know, but like. How hard is it to find a diamond at this park, I wonder?
Well, this is the first we've heard of anybody doing it in a long time, I guess, to this level.
One texter says that, you could keep the diamonds. I've heard several stories of people finding diamonds at that park. One dude found the diamond that he used for his engagement ring. That's pretty cool. I picked my diamond.
As of this year, 258 diamonds have been registered at the park, so about 1 or 2 a day.
Wow. That's thousands right there.
Where is this?
Arkansas. So we got to go to Arkansas.
So that's why I'll never go.
Yeah.
Are there any theme parks in Arkansas to make it worth my time?
Yeah, well, the Creator of Diamonds Park is a theme. It's called Making Money Theme.
This place has a lot of cool things, actually, because if you go to the Arkansas State Parks, you can look at fall colors, hiking, diamond digging, fishing, horseback riding, geocaching, whatever that is, boating.
Geocaching is like going on a treasure hunt. Like you have a certain map kind of thing.
Is it like Pokemon Go for people that are like really?
Yeah, it's like the older, more original version of that sort of thing.
All right.
Steve, they do have a place called Magic Springs.
Magic Springs.
And they've got the X Coaster.
Ooh.
And it's a roller coaster that shoots you 150 feet in the air and then goes down a 360-degree corkscrew.
And you have the diamond, too, to keep you...
Yeah.
Well, I'll go there first, get my diamond, sell it, and then I'll bypass it to the Magic Springs.
There you go. Mm-hmm. There you go.
Well, it sounds like an outdoorsman's dream if you're thinking about all the fall colors and the fishing and all that. And, it seems like probably a cool place.
Also,
even though
the state park has an awesome water park.
It's Magic Springs. It's a theme and water park.
Nice.
Let's do it.
Wow. Okay. Well, there you go. Now you have a reason to go.
They got the brain drain. Oh, I don't like that.
I don't know if we want that.
Excuse me. It's one of those ones that shoots you, that go up high and then they just go straight down.
Like a drop. I hate those. Yeah, you don't need that.
Oh, they got the gauntlet. That looks pretty sick. Oh, man, Arkansas is starting to sound cool.
Come for the diamonds, stay for the roller coasters.
Pretty much.
Come on for the diamond, Steve, and I'll bring Monica. That's all I know from Arkansas. That was a... Wow, that was Bill Clinton. He was
we got it.
Who else? Yeah. Who else could that be?
He was going to Arkansas. Saying, Steve, come to Arkansas, my home state. Is what he was.
I got kids' rides too. Yeah. Not Bill Clinton. I'm talking about the Magic Springs. Sorry, context.
Sorry. You have to be certain tall. You have to be quite tall to ride that ride. Like you. Well, last month, people were complaining on Reddit about things that used to be great but suck now?
Everything.
Oh.
Well, I will tell you right now, the one thing they complain about is YouTube with ads, which I understand that people don't like, but I have no idea what that's about since I'm a YouTube premium guy.
Bragger.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's fantastic to be able, it's like YouTube's my own channel without having any commercials at all.
Totally agree.
It's worth it. Plus, they have a music service. It's not as functional as, say, Spotify, but at least you can get every song you want and make a playlist. I mean, so what else
That's all
do
you need, really, yeah. No, I mean, there are times it's so often that I'm like, I just want to watch this, minute-long clip, and then I go on and there's a 40-second commercial. I'm like, I'm sitting through a 40-second commercial to watch a minute-long. Like, this is stupid.
I watch so many YouTube videos, and so does my wife. It was the best investment I ever made because we use YouTube a lot. So, But I get it. I get that it's a lot more difficult now with YouTube, more ads than ever.
I think because it was something that existed for so long for free, I still have a hard time being willing to pay money for it, even though I know it's worth it, and it obviously has its massive benefits that you just talked about.
I crossed that bridge a long time ago with cable television.
Mm-hmm.
Because, that really was the argument. I'm old enough. That was the argument when cable first came out. My father, I am not paying for TV. It's been free all these years, and I would just fight like hell with him. But, Dad, there's a skillion more channels, all sorts of cool things. Come on, Dad, let's get cable for the house. Yeah, it didn't happen. Tried. Also, people are complaining about thrift stores, saying they used to be really, really cool to go to
then
before they got trendy.
How to ruin it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Make it a hipster destination.
So there's more stuff now that's been added to this list. And one of the things on the list, I think you can agree with, and it's not because they themselves are not good, that the content's not good. As a matter of fact, a lot of us can't wait to go back to them. Some of you already have.
Bathhouses.
Oh, really?
Yeah, bathhouses. That's on the list. Hard to,
tell us about those bathhouses, Steve.
I don't even know what goes on, to be honest with you.
I am really. It's amazing. It's your psychic concerts.
Oh.
And why do you think people think they're not as that they used to be good, but they suck?
Easy answer, and the Foo Fighters just illustrated it. They're just too expensive.
There you go.
Oh, see, I thought you were going to say you break your foot at them, and then you're on crutches for the next 40 weeks.
Oddly specific,
yeah. Mm-hmm. Who does that?
Idiots. Clearly. I like the color orange.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is.
Pizza.
Yeah. So expensive.
It is tough because I don't know how bands are supposed to make money anymore anyway. So I don't know really what to do to solve this.
I don't think there's anything that's going to be done to solve this. That's just how it is now, that you have to it used to be, I know it's probably longer than 10 years ago, but it feels like it's about probably 10, 15 years ago that you could get a good ticket for 30 something bucks. Maybe $50 if you want to sit super close. But you could get into a concert venue and see a band of a big name, like a Foo Fighters level band or a Pearl Jam or Metallica, and drop $100 for a pair. And that seemed about reasonable. Now it's $100 for a pair. You'd be lucky to get $100 for a ticket.
Yeah. Yeah, you're paying 5 times what that you used to pay before.
But it's like that with sports, too. I mean, everything is it's just insanely overpriced.
Yeah.
But as long as people pay for it, they're not going to stop doing that. I'm sure the Foo Fighters show is sold out.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing.
Thanks, Dave Grohl, you greedy F.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Wow. Well, now we know why Dave's always happy and willing to do all those cool things.
Right. He's printing money all the time.
This one I don't know if I agree with, but maybe because I'm very choosy with what I watch, and that's films. People think that films used to be really good, but now they suck. And
there's always been crappy movies.
Yeah, right. I don't know if I agree with this Reddit user they're saying because of the writing and all the money that goes to remake and all the Marvel movies, which...
Oh, maybe they just don't like Marvel movies then.
Yeah, if they don't like Marvel movies or remakes, that's about 75% of the movies out there right now, so I kind of get what they're saying. But there's still some good ones out there.
I was that way about Westerns. I remember growing up, it was like, I hate the movie industry, I hate the television industry, because it seems like it's either all detective shows or Westerns. Of course, I was a guy that wanted more sci-fi on my television and my movies, so... I don't think it's fair just because you don't like the genre.
That'd be like saying music used to be great but sucks now. It's like, well, I mean, maybe you just your taste has decided that you don't want to try new things. You know what I mean? So you're not willing to expose yourself to some good stuff out there because it's not the comfort music that you're used to.
And I would argue that, I mean, Marvel's got some of the best writers and animators and CGI people and whatever you want that, yeah, I could get if you're not a fan of the genre or even you don't care about Marvel, but you can't take a shot at their writing and the production of the movies. I'm talking about, the MCU. They put they know we're going to pay for it. So they put every dollar they can to make it as great as it can be. So I disagree with the fact that those movies are badly written or badly produced.
To go back to the concert one, my buddy Craig just sent me a text saying that he talking about concert tickets being expensive. He said that he just dropped $342 for 2 Tool tickets.
Oh, that is
it'll be a good show at least.
It better be for that.
Yeah.
Maynard better sit on my lap and sing to me specifically for that kind of money.
I'd like to know where he is in the Tacoma Dome either, because I feel like you probably got average seats for that, right?
Oh, man, I better be sitting on Danny Carey's drum throne.
Yeah.
For that kind of money.
I know you want to, Steve. No throne for you.
No
throne for you.
No throne for you.
That's so crazy, man. That's tough to stomach sometimes to hear that kind of price.
Yeah. And again, I mean, you know how Tool is. I mean, those guys don't tour. They don't tour a lot, so you are going to pay it.
No, I get why a fan's willing to pay that. It's just crazy that they're charging that.
Wow. This one here, again, we got a list of what Reddit users felt used to be good but now suck, and I'm going to have to go to Danny and Vicky on this one. They're talking about makeup.
Yeah,
those are 2 people.
Yeah, it really does.
You don't wear as much Skyliner these days.
It's true. You know what? It's just because it's expensive and it just doesn't smudge right.
I mean, I think that's kind of a dumb one because makeup used to be really, really crappy. It used to be really bad for your skin, and it didn't look good. So I don't know why they're complaining.
The reason is not what you both gave, actually. The reason is that it used to be fairly simple to use makeup. Now they say social media makes it seem like you need 100 different primers, creams, and contouring tools to look acceptable. And that is true. I remember my wife and, just what she would do every morning to put makeup on. And it is so not the procedure that now I see with videos or whatever. It is definitely a lot more complex.
That's only for people who really want it. Like I see very few people who actually spend the time day to day to do that. I might see it for like a special occasion, but I feel like people are just kind of getting in their heads that is the norm when really it's not.
I do love those videos of watching them because it's pretty crazy how someone could take like however you look without any makeup to like the before then to the after. It's almost like you look like a completely different person. That stuff's kind of fascinating.
It's very much an art form.
Yeah,
definitely.
Next one we've got Danny. I think you can comment on this, and maybe Steve a little bit, though Danny's really the expert, and that's theme parks. Any reason why, Danny, you would say they suck now and they used to be good?
Well, because when Disneyland opened, it was like $3 to go or something like $1 a day. And now it's, basically $200 and whatever a day to go. It's just so overpriced.
You don't even get to see Tool when you go.
Yeah. And then you get there and the long lines and...
That's what I would say.
Yeah, or you're going to have to pay more for... Now they're doing a whole new app service that you have to pay more for to get your Fast Pass. They don't do Fast Passes anymore. So it's like...
You have to have the app and then you have to log on and pick a time.
Yeah.
It's bullcrap, BJ.
So what we could wonder is, has it kept up with the times? In other words, are prices commensurate with what they were back, say, in the 80s? In 1981, a one-day pass to Disney World was $9.50.
Jeez, that's
so it's cheap, but you go, all right, but what is that today? Well, that's only $29 today. And Danny, can you get into Disney World for $29 today?
No. I think maybe nowadays it's like the cheapest for a day pass is like $100. At least $100. I think it broke $100 last year.
So isn't that interesting? So basically, if we take a look at the cost of living and things, it's like apparently things are 3 times more expensive than they were in the 80s if we go by that formula with what a Disney ticket was. So what has changed? Is it because of the insane type of parks they have now? It's not as elaborate back then. Is that why? Because I mean that is just a hell of a markup.
No, I think it's what Steve said is if people are willing to pay it, you just keep pushing that line of what are people going to do, and they're still selling out the park.
Yeah, you have $70 tickets, and you're like, well, should we charge that much? And you're like, oh, well, we're packed out, no different than when we started charging for $40. Let's up it up again and just keep doing that.
And we need to put $2 million into Star Wars Land to build it, so how are we going to make that money?
Yeah, I'm working with Todd Peach right now to save enough for my future so I can take my child to Disney World one day.
Yep,
good call. So really, I would have to say it's probably my generation
thanks, BJ.
No, hold on. The younger people of my generation and then everybody from Gen X has basically said, please make my Star Wars and my Harry Potter stuff, please. And then they did it and said, well, we're going to charge you a lot of money. Because I will tell you this. I remember going to Disney World in the 80s, and it was fun. It was fun, but it was nowhere near as amazing as it is now. I mean, Harry Potter Land that we went to in Universal Studios, Universal Studios, that was more elaborate than anything I remember from the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
They created it brick by brick.
Oh, 100%. Things are way cooler now.
Yeah, so I bet that, there is something to be said for Disney's like, we'll pay a skillion to make Star Wars Land, and we'll charge you a skillion to get in. And you know what? People of my generation and younger are like, I will pay.
I was so sad. I paid $1,180 for Tool. Floor center, row 11.
Oh,
that's a lot of money.
How many tickets did they say? 2?
I gotta imagine it's for a pair, but I could be. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wow, $500 a ticket to be in a good seat. Wow. Wow. Okay. Well, there you go. That's why everything in the world sucks. All right, happy day.
Thanks, you greedy effers.
On Friday, Steve did get this one wrong.
What type of animal is Baloo in the Jungle Book?
He's an elephant?
No.
He's a baboon?
No. A baboon?
A balloon? He's a gorilla?
No.
No, Steve. Do you remember what he is?
A bear.
There we go. That's right. Baloo's a pretty awesome bear, actually. Yep. If you would like to beat Steve, all right, here's your shot. 206-421-ROCK. We're playing Beat Miggs at 8:50 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Here's another question from a listener. I'm getting my wages garnished. Can bankruptcy help with that?
Absolutely. One of the big reasons people file bankruptcy is because they have a judgment or a lawsuit against them, or their wages are getting garnished, and so they can't pay their other regular ongoing bills. People sometimes think that you can't file bankruptcy once they have a judgment against them or once a garnishment has started, and that's not true. Filing bankruptcy will immediately stop any garnishment that you have going, except for child support, and stop your creditors from continuing on with garnishments of your bank account, your wages, and in most cases will discharge that liability through the bankruptcy process. And we can file a bankruptcy case for you usually the day you come in.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Make your kitchen ready for every summer gathering this Memorial Day with LG and Lowe's. Our exclusive InstaView appliance suite includes ranges with air fry, refrigerators with slow melting craft ice, and an exclusive dishwasher you can only find at Lowe's. Plus, you'll get up to 10% back via a MasterCard prepaid card when you bundle eligible LG products via rebate. Shop Memorial Day savings at Lowe's. Offer valid 3/3 through 5/18 on select LG items only. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details and timing.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.